Hi, hello everyone, and welcome to the Reset Orientation session for ACCA Financial Management. This is your instructor, Rizwan Maniya. I hope you all are doing well. Kindly confirm, everyone, is my voice clear, audible to all of you in the chat box, please? Okay, great. Thank you very much for the confirmation. So today we have a very important reset orientation for FM, Financial Management. So first of all, a big congratulations to the students who managed to pass in December 25 exam attempt. No matter what, no matter which paper they gave, but whatever paper you give, if you have passed it, so big congratulations to all of you. Secondly, those students who unfortunately were not able to pass, so for them, it's a clear message that it's not the end of the world. It's not something that you cannot do it. If today you didn't manage to pass it, so don't worry. In the upcoming attempt, you will be able to make it. You will be able to pass it. So it's just a matter of time. But yes, a successful person is a one who learns from his or her mistakes. So the important task for you people is to learn from your mistakes. Things that you have done in the past, you feel were not right, you have to change yourself in relation to all those things. And more importantly, you need to reflect on your problems. See, I always say your examiner will never uh, give you a disqualification based on your name, your country, your region, your religion, your face, your looks. It's not based on these factors. The only way you communicate with your examiner is through the script, the examination that you have done. So 60% of that examination is auto checked, for your paper FM. So the result is very much clear as far as those section A and B areas are concerned. When it comes to CRQ section C, that is where some subjectivity gets involved, and in relation to that area, examiner, will base how good quality answers you have given there. So there are weaknesses, there are issues, there are problems, there are certain mistakes that you have done that resulted in a failure. So, as I said, 60 marks are auto checked, which means in 60 marks, there is no if and but that maybe examiner mood is not good at that day, maybe examiner had a very serious fight with his wife, or maybe with her husband. I don't know, male, female, whatever it is. In relation to those 60 marks, it's a clear cut answer. But yes, for 40 marks again, there are calculation portions in that as well. So again, subjectivity will go down. It's the narrative side where maybe we may say that examiner became harsh. So, guys, there were errors, there were issues, there were mistakes. You need to figure out those, you need to reflect on those, you need to think about those, you need to find out what went wrong. There could be multiple reasons. Like, for example, it could be lack of practice, it could be lack of conceptual understanding, it could be less time left for the preparation, uh, so many things. So, okay, let's accept it. What has been done. You cannot go back in history and change the result. But now it's a fresh start, it's a fresh attempt. You clearly have 45 to 48 days left now in the examination. So you should not waste that time period. You should not waste that particular amount of days you're left with. I say this is very let's say this very openly. 45 days you have, which means 45 into 12 hours in a day. You have so many hours. Once you have the hours calculation, multiply that with 60 minutes. So you'll get total number of minutes. You multiply that with 60 seconds in 1 minute. You will have so many seconds. So you cannot waste those. You will make sure that you do utilize that time period very well. So now, it's uh, totally up to you. Sit back, relax, think what was the reason. Today's session will be a wake up call for those who didn't give their examination. Wake up call for those who didn't give their examination. It will be a total wake up call that if you are not serious, get serious. Uh, and learn from the mistakes of others. The fresh students, you still are fresh. You still are new. You haven't attempted the exam. So please make sure you don't waste your time. You learn from what others have done in the past, that those wrong things, and you do not repeat those. So as I will go with the session, I will share certain important findings and understandings which I think are the common reason for failures. So you have to be very uh, concerned about those and make sure you do not repeat. Those who didn't manage to pass, fine. I've already mentioned. You also learn, you also figure out the number of mistakes, the number of problems that I'm discussing. Just gauge which problem you feel you are facing and try to overcome it. So this session is important for both the groups of students. Be very serious and be with me till the end. This is about myself, Rizwan Maniya. My teaching experience has been more than 18 years. I teach PM, FM, and APM. Uh, there have been so many position holders. In my last attempt of September 25, there were six in fact, not five. There were six position holders in September 25. December results are already out. Fantastic result I've seen in financial management. Lots and lots of students who took sessions with me, they passed in FM. We are still gathering, we are still compiling the results. So very soon we'll share on our social pages. I'm expecting some positions in this paper as well. Let's hope for the best. So last time there were six position holders, four in APM, Advanced Performance Management, and one in Performance Management, and one in Financial Management. So guys, if these students can do uh, such things, why not you? Why not you? You are similar to them. You can do things easily. You can pass your exam. You can even bring positions if required. Okay, right. So let's discuss quickly the passing ratios, which always remains a hot debate. 46% in September 25, followed by 48% in December 25. Now, if you see 2% increase in the passing ratio from September moving towards December 25, which is a good sign. And I honestly have seen the impact of this as well. I've seen the results. I've seen people are passing in good numbers. So that's a very good thing, to be honest. And the passing ratio has gone up by 2%. So let's continue with the momentum and make sure that it remains 48 minimum or may exceed in coming March 26 attempt. Now, looking at the paper, basics, you guys already know. Those students who have given the paper, those who are still planning or it's their first attempt, they know the structure and everything. Just to give a quick recap, your paper is structured into three parts with section A, B, and C. 60%, as I already mentioned, 60% of your paper, 30 marks of section B and 30 marks of section A simply comprises of OTs. So one possible reason for failure could be OTs, right? If someone is not Going in OTs, you may fail. Okay. 40 marks represents constructive response area where you have to construct your responses, you have to construct your answers. So 40 marks, I feel, are again some sort of a cash mark area because students generally are good in this area. But uh, after the result, we receive so many messages from the students, and I always ask people to share their my exam performance report. So I've seen a lot of times, great in a greater proportion, I've seen that uh, people are losing marks in CRQs. I don't know why, uh, and especially if they are a bit better in CRQ question one, but CRQ question two, they are not getting enough marks. There could be multiple reasons for that. One very common reason I see is time management, and this is a very problematic area. People, because of bad time management, end up losing the exam, end up failing the paper, which something really needs to be taken into account. I will have my discussion about time management today. The key areas of the paper includes investment appraisal, business finance, that is WAC, business valuation, other parts of business finance, working capital risk management. I have seen people struggling in areas of risk management in examination, areas of business valuation examination. Even though these two areas are not tested in CRQs, they are tested in section B. There are high chances of that, so they lose their marks in that area. Plus, I have generally seen that in section A and B, people struggle because they consider this to be a technical area. So concept building is important. Practice is very important in this area. So please just listen to the instructions, the reason for failures that I'm discussing with you people, and more importantly, how to overcome, what should be the strategy, what should be the plan to ace in this paper. And my target right now is 50 marks. First, 50 marks. Then in this today's session, I will also be sharing a plan with you for 45 days, the study plan we call it. What needs to be done for CRQs, for needs to be done for section A, B. There is a very solid plan I have in my mind, so I'll share that with you people. It will definitely be useful for you. So now let's begin. First of all, let's discuss the common reason for failure. And when I say common reasons, it is not compulsory that uh, all of the reasons are valid for you. The reasons may vary depending on the individual. Maybe you are into two or three or maybe four issues that I'm mentioning here. But the more important thing is the resolution, what to do next, how to overcome, how to overcome the problems. Okay. So first one, very loud and clear. I always say this pertains to not only CRQs but to section B and to some extent section A as well. Not understanding the question requirement. Uh, Requirement understanding is very important. You must understand what examiner is asking you to do. If you are not clear what examiner is asking you to do, you will not be able to come up with the right answer. So understanding the requirement is very crucial. Read it, translate it in your own mother tongue, in your own mother language, because when you convert anything in your own mother language, then it becomes easy for anyone to understand, comprehend. Okay. So the problem I see is not understanding the question requirements, and because of this problem, the second problem also arises, and that is your answers are not according to the requirement. The answers that you the answers that you uh, write, then obviously fail to fulfill the requirements because you never understood the requirement. And the second problem mainly pertains to CRQs, constructed response questions. Okay. Then time management, as I mentioned earlier, this is a very massive problem, very key issue. I have a very good plan to handle time management problems. I will be sharing as I move on. I will guide you, and especially in my final plan of 45 days, I'll tell you how you can cater time management problem, and what should be the plan of action for it. Okay. Then comes the problem of not covering the entire syllabus. I don't know who comes to you in your dreams and just give you this confidence, clarity that come on, no need to be worried about, this will never come in the paper. And I think it's just your own inside fear of the exam, maybe fear of some topics, like you think, okay, this topic will not come, or sometimes when you don't have the space, sometimes you don't have the space, so you judge yourself, you filter out topics that you think you cannot cover, and you're like, okay, this will not come in the paper. No, it is never like this, especially when it comes to section A, especially the 15 OTs. When it comes to 15 Section A OTs, you have to keep this in your mind. And these 15 OTs can come from any area of your syllabus, any area of your content syllabus area of FM. So for those 15 questions, one should be ready. For those 15 questions, one should cover each and everything properly. Okay. So then, poor technical knowledge and failure to closely read the question is another problem I have seen massively in students. Uh, Technical knowledge is where I am more concerned right now, uh, because logics, concepts, lack of concept understanding, lack of concept clarity. Sometimes, we try to learn things. Sometimes we try to learn the concepts. We do not understand it. So please make sure that this paper requires understanding, especially when you will see section B scenarios, MTQs relating to what you call uh, business valuation, what you call business risk management, there where you need to apply the concepts. These are the areas that are bit tricky ones where you really have to apply the concept, think about it properly, and then act accordingly. So, poor technical knowledge, please focus on conceptual understanding. Still, you have days left. Now, those students who didn't manage to pass, for them, it's a very simple, clear cut plan. Focus on your weak areas. Focus on your weak areas, which means your time best should be spent on areas that you think you are not good at. So you need to think about the areas, like if you're not good in working capital, you're not good in receivables management, you're not good in inventory management. So focus on those particular areas first, so that you can grip your weaker areas and you can convert them into your stronger areas. Then I've seen this problem a lot, struggling in objective test questions, especially the theory based. Yes, it's a fact. For F9, this is one of the major reasons for failures. I have seen a lot people do not understand what the OT is asking actually. So a good OT practice, a massive OT practice is very, 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 very important. Okay. And again, the weaker areas where you need to put yourself into a strong position. So these were the common problems, my friends, that you might have experienced yourself as well, and you might have seen that these are becoming the reason for failure. Now, the more important thing is to overcome it. Where, how to overcome the issues, the problems. So this is what we're looking at. So let's discuss some tips and tricks for section A coverage. Section A coverage. Section A, you all know, 15 OTs. See, my plan, my target, my understanding is that we should first target, uh, because this is 2 marks each, so make 30 marks altogether. So the plan of action, what I think is important, is first you need to grab the passing marks. Now, for passing marks are never 15 here, it's 16 that you have to grab. 16 marks you need to grab here. 16 mark means a simple strategy that 8 OT should be correct. Your 8 objective test questions should be correct. 8. Okay. So remember, in section A, there are 15 OTs. I can guarantee you that, I can challenge you, I can bet on it. Not all 15 will be difficult for a student who is reasonably ready for the exam. Okay, I'm not saying super brilliant student. Uh, an average student who have done good hard work will not be able to face difficulty in all the 15 questions. So the minimum, if I ask you people, you are intelligent enough. Come on, you are not kids. Can you answer me and tell me quickly, what do you think? Just your understanding, whatever the number comes to your mind, just tell me one thing. Do you really think that all 15 are difficult? If not, just give me a number. How many questions out of 15 you feel are super easy? It could be three, it could be four, it could be five. Yes, please, come on, come up with the numbers for me. I need more people to respond here. I just want your feedbacks so that I can incorporate your feedbacks into my plan. So coming back to what we were discussing. Okay, I can see in the comment section where people uh, have responded me, and I'll be very prudent about it. I'm not taking a very high number, even though there are very high numbers, like 10 questions are easy. But I'll say the lowest number I can see in the chat box is five. So five OTs are easy OTs out of 15. Just imagine, see, my friends, what I want you, what I want you guys to understand is, or what I'm trying to communicate with you people is, learn to pass the paper. We are not pressurizing you. No one is pressurizing you to bring 100. Okay. If you get 100 by chance, you are very, very super lucky. Congratulations to you in advance. But what I want you to do is 50, 50, 50. So for 50, you need to meet, for to achieve 50, you need to set up small chunks for yourself, like small goals for yourself, which means in section A, understand passing numbers. In section B, understand passing numbers. In section C, understand passing numbers. So when I say section A, passing numbers, out of 30, 16. In section B, out of 30, 18. 18. I'll tell you how. Then in section C, out of 40, 20. So first, if you target smaller chunks, smaller goals, section wise, ultimately you will achieve the final number of 50 and you will pass. And for me, 50 is like 100 and 49 is like 0, which means the target should be to grab 50 first. So to achieve those 50 marks first, let's make a small target for section A. 15 OTs you have. In those 15 OTs, target the easy OTs first, which means 5. Those 5 OTs means 10 marks are in your pocket out of 16. 16 is a just passing number, okay? Can never be 15, it will be 16 only, because every question worth 2 marks. So, and done, how many left? 6 more marks, which means remaining 10 OTs. Out of remaining 10 OTs, just 3 more OTs you have to ensure that are correct. I'm not saying you leave the rest ones. No. Solve all 15, but make sure out of 15, 5 are the super easy ones that will be okay. 3 should, for you have to ensure that these next 3 should be correct, which means 8 are minimum correct for you, and you will get just passing marks, which means in section you pass. See, any cricket team, any football team, if it is a test match, okay, so they win sessions, not the test match completely in one go. To win a test match, they have to win sessions, like before lunch, after lunch, before tea, after tea. They have to play good in every session, then they win the test match. Similarly, a football team will only win if they play good in first half and then in second half. If they play good in first half, not in second half, they may lose, and vice versa. So the point that I'm making is small chunks are important, small goals are important. So your task should be to find out easy OTs in section A15 OTs area, and make sure that easy ones you are able to do it quickly, which means you said it 5. Okay, I may say 4. I will not shy in saying 4 as well. So the remaining you have to ensure the leftovers will be 3 or 4 that you to make sure should be correct to get 16 marks. My friends, what benefit will you get by picking up the easy ones first? The benefit that you will get is very simple, clear cut. The benefit that you will get is you will get the marks from those easy ones first, and secondly, it will take less time. Less time means more time left for the difficult ones. And if you have more time left for the difficult ones, which means these all 15 OTs you can complete in 54 minutes because that's the due time. Now, in so many my exam performance report, I see overspent done in this area. 54 minutes. Your paper, if I just tell you quickly, your paper is for 180 minutes, right? So 54 of 180 is 30%. 30% of your time should be spent on section A, not more than that. Just in case, if you feel like you are overspending, leave the remaining questions of section A, move to the other area. And when, just in case, God forbid you do this, but the easy ones you did first, you might have secured the minimum number to pass in this section. That's simple. So this should be the strategy. This should be the plan. Learn to pass. Learn smarter way of passing the exam. Learn smart paper solving technique. This is where you have to put less effort and you will pass. For that to happen on the day of examination, rehearsals, 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 which means you have to do rehearsals in these days, what you are left with 45 days. Thorough rehearsal will result in such things. So, the more rehearsal you do, the better it is. Rehearsals. And I tell you in my plan as I move on today how you have to do rehearsals, and that will be a massive technique, the rehearsal one. So I'll tell you later on. Done. Now, two things that you have to understand. Two things are your key uh, pickings from today. One, one. Come on, tell me. One, the key pick up from today discussion is easy OTs first. Number two, because easy OTs you've done, you get the marks and less time you will spend on it, resulting in more time for the difficult ones to ensure you will complete all 15 in 54 minutes. Okay. Number two, apart from time management, apart from smart paper solving technique, cover the whole syllabus. Very, 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 very important. Cover the whole syllabus. Please make sure you cover the entire syllabus. Please make sure you cover the entire syllabus because for section A OTs, they can test from any area of your book. 3.6 minutes per question. I've already discussed about it. It's an average time, so to achieve this average time, the plan is pretty much clear. And that is when you solve the easy OTs first, because those are easy ones, you will take less time. You will spend less time on it. Okay. And less time means maybe 1 minute, maybe 2 minutes, maybe 2.5 minutes. But the leftover time of that question, you will adjust in the difficult area, in some difficult question. And the average will come back to 3.6 minutes. Third, please take care when it comes to fill in the blanks. What can I say? This is one area where people are simply gifting their numbers. Maybe they love examiner, maybe there's a very good friendship with the examiner. They gift their mark to examiner. They've done everything correct. They understood the question, they understood how to solve it, they've done the right calculations. The only thing they don't know, rounding off. What nearest million means, nearest thousand means, two decimal places means, three decimal places means, nearest dollar means, and they lose marks. If your answer is not correctly inputted into this blank, which means the arrow should be on the target. If it is not 100% accurate, you won't get a single mark. So make sure you learn the rules. Now, what my friends do, what students do, they use Chat GPT a lot. I like it. Everybody uses Chat GPT. But the way they use ChatGPT is not correct. What you guys do in using ChatGPT, you input the question and ask ChatGPT to tell you the answer and explain it. Chat GPT is not a human. Yes, it's an AI. Yes, it's useful, but there is a small percentage chance that the answer might be wrong. Yes, answer might be wrong. But in the explanation, no, Chat GPT is like a magical thing. The way Chat GPT explains you, you agree to every part of Chat GPT. So it might end up explaining you the wrong concept. Okay. So instead of using Chat GPT for solution of the questions, it's better to ask Chat GPT to explain something easy to you people, and that is rounding of policy. Ask Mr. GPT, explain me two decimal, three decimal, nearest million, nearest thousand, nearest dollar. Learn the rules. So that at least when you have done the correct calculation, you don't up ending don't ending up losing marks here. Alas. Question narrative side, section AOTs. Statements. There are four statements, five statements, six statements. Sometimes, and I've seen a lot because there is an MCQ, there is multiple response. In MCQ is very much Islamic question. Out of four, select one. What I'm trying to say is that you just select one, you cannot select all four. Okay. But when I say multiple response questions, that is where you need to come up with two correct, three correct, four correct, five correct, six correct. These questions are creating trouble for the students. They are very good when it came to the first two statements. They were very good. But later on, they missed out, they're not clear. So this results in a mistake for them. So narrative OTs are creating problems. And let me tell you very openly, logic is important, concept is important for narrative OTs. For narrative OTs, your conceptual understanding should be really good. But to be very honest, let's be practical. You are humans. Even AI has it wrong. So why you will not do wrong? You are humans. So here I want the best thing is ideally, if there are seven statements, you should have the clarity why these seven are correct or not. That's an ideal situation. If you achieve this, you're super lucky. But if you're not able to do, which is generally not the case every time, not everybody can do the same way, filter out the wrong ones. Get close to the answer. Smart paper solving technique. There are distractors everywhere. You can see distractors in your surroundings, in your friends, in your colleagues, at your office place, maybe your house or family members. There are distractors everywhere. So here as well, there are distracted in the statements. Find out the distractors. Find out of the box questions. I always say in OT narrative ones, there are three types of statements the examiner can present in front of you. Number one, the real answer. Number two, out of the box can never be the answer. Never be the answer. Out of the box. And distractors. Those are attractive, they are creating attraction for you, but those are not the answers. So I always say answers are like angels and distractors are like devils. So what devils do? They attract you towards doing something wrong and you go for it. Find the angel, find the answer. So smart technique says filter out of the box, get lost. So you'll be left with maybe three. Distractor number one, get lost. Maybe two. Then there will be a winner, and the concept will be the winner. The one that is closest to your concept will be the answer. So these are super good tips and tricks for section A. Now, section B. The biggest challenge in section B I've seen is reading scenario is something where people are struggling. The examiner plays a lot in section B questions. They give you a scenario, there are five OTs to play with. So what examiner can do or has done in the past is that they very quickly change the information. Like the first two OTs pertains to period one where the conditions were different, circumstances were different. situation was different. In period two, what they simply say, okay, this is period two, assume this is the change. The third OT relates to period two, then period three comes into play, and fourth and fifth OT relates to period three. So there is a switch of information which students struggle to comprehend, and they solve question 3, 4, and 5 in the same way based on the same circumstances, conditions that they saw in period 1. Big flaw. Flaw of reading the scenario, flaw of not understanding the information, and not being able to relate with that particular OT that they are planning to solve. So, friends, my friend, it's a humble request. Read the requirement plus scenario actively for section B. Section B is a very good scoring area, to be honest, because it usually takes less time to solve section B compared to 5 separate OTs of section A. Mark my word, it's $1 million thing that I'm mentioning here. Solving 5 individual OTs might take more time compared to solving section B, because the reading part is done once. So once you have gone through the reading part once, then the same scenario is applied to all the 5 OTs, which means you don't have to read or assess or understand some different information for a different question. I hope you will agree with me on this. Are you with me? Yes or no? Are you with me? Okay. Okay. So actively read the scenario and wisely, be very wise to understand things. Okay. Number two, fill in the blanks. You will face fill in the blanks again in section B as well. So rounding off instructions are very important. Comes time management. Time management is essential. Section A time management is essential. Section B time management essential. Section C time management essential. For me, if you want to ensure you complete the paper on time, the entire 100 marks, again, time management should be good in chunks. Chunks means section A, B, C. You have to make sure you are good in time management. So now what is the time management perspective when it comes to section B? 18 minutes. How to ensure you solve in 18 minutes? Very simple. There are 5 OTs in one MTQ. Now you tell me again, I'm asking you people, so that nobody later on will comment that, okay, he is the teacher, he can come up with something ideal. No, you tell me, out of 5, as per your experience, how many will be easy ones? Even if you say 1, I'm happy. If you say 0, I'm happy. 2, at least 2. And you know there is no sequence problem in section B, which means it is not compulsion to solve one question, then go for the second one, then third, because answers are not being used at the later stage, which means you can even solve question 4 and 5 first and then go to 3, 2, 1. So what my point is, my friends, easy OTs first. Each MTQ of section B worth 10 marks. To pass, you need how many? 5? No, 5 is not possible. To pass, you need 6 marks. 6 marks. Now, to grab those 6 marks, what is the possibility? To grab those 6 marks, what is the possibility? Any possibility for 6 marks? Easy OTs first. 2 easy questions first. We'll give you 4 marks. Just imagine. Now you need to pass in this question. To pass, you just ensure 1 OT will be correct and you'll pass. See, make small targets. In examination, just divide the paper into pieces, small pieces, small chunks, small portions. The doctors usually say when you want to lose your weight, what they say, eat in portions, eat in different small chunks, not every time so much, okay? Small chunks, less amount of food so that you can easily digest it. So, to digest the paper, rather than thinking, oh, 100 marks, watching uh, again and again, looking at the watch, oh, time short, time short, pressure, 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 small chunks. Okay, this is I'm solving section B one question now. This I should be able to do it 18 minutes. How to ensure I'll do it in 18 minutes? I'll read the scenario very quickly, and the easy ones quickly. I can quickly skim the requirements. I'll get to know, okay, this is what I can manage quickly. Solve the ones in which you're damn sure will never be wrong. 4 marks in your pocket. Then, because you will do these two questions quickly, the usual standard allowed time for two questions is 7.2 minutes. 7.2 minutes. But obviously, you won't be able to take 7.2 minutes because those are easy ones. So you might end up doing these in 4 minutes. So you're left with 3.2 minutes spare, which you can invest on the difficult ones. And like this, it will give you a good chance and opportunity to complete all in 18 minutes. Class. So this is how you will ensure easy OTs, minimum marks in your pocket, quickly done, and safe for the difficult ones. Section B, one MTQ, done. Second MTQ, done. Third MTQ, done. I am giving you a provision to lose marks. So maybe 6 marks in first MTQ, 6 marks in second, 6 marks in third, 18 marks in your pocket out of 30. You have just passed in this section as well. Congratulations. Okay. One more thing. One MTQ 18 minutes, second 18 minutes, third 18 minutes, which means in 54 minutes, 5 and 4, 54 minutes, you should complete the entire section B. Here again, what I say, start with easy case study first. How would you know? Come on, you are not kids. You can quickly skim it. Okay, this case study looks like of working capital. This looks like risk management. This looks like business valuation. And I'm super good in risk management. I'll start with my strength. Start with your strength. Because if you start with your strength, you can play openly. You can hit sixes and fours. You can do goals because those are the easy ones. You have more confidence and you will push yourself to complete those less than 18 minutes. Wow. So if you're able to solve those less than 18 minutes, you can spend the remaining time to the difficult MTQ, the case study overall. Yes, smart technique to pass paper is important for everybody to understand. Things like these are not generally discussed. Done. 18 minutes. Clarity is there? Yes. How to achieve? Easy OTs, easy marks, just pass marks. Okay. So just imagine if you follow my instruction in section A, where you are required to grab minimum 16 marks and section B, minimum 18 marks. So when you come up with section C, already what you have in your pocket is 16 plus 18, 34, and overall you need 50 to pass, which means just 16 more marks you are targeting out of remaining 40 marks, that is 2 CRQs. Come on, don't say that you cannot grab 16 marks out of the remaining 40. because a simple rule of thumb that I'm discussing is just passing marks. So every CRQ is of 20 marks. Minimum 10 you should score in every CRQ. Minimum 10 you should score, which means that makes 20. So already you can grab 20 minimum, and the equation says you need 16. So you are 4 marks in lead. Got it? Yes or no? Now, there are two CRQs which to start first. The one in which you are more confident again, you can simply figure it out. Okay, this looks like investment appraisal NPV question, and this looks like WACC question because they want me to work out cost of capital. I'm super good in WACC. I'll start with WACC. Once I start with WACC CRQ, I will give myself the target. I'll speak to myself in the examination on a constant basis. I'll say to myself, hey, Rizwan, you need to complete this in 15, sorry, in 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes, because the standard allotted time to solve this is 36 minutes. But I won't take 36 minutes. Give yourself the task, the challenge that you solve this within less than 36 minutes so that you have ample time so that you can give that time to the other difficult CRQ. Start with your strength. Okay. Done. Time management, 36 minutes is the allotted time. But for easy CRQ, first you're starting with, give yourself the target of doing it much earlier. Number two, verbs and objects, we are not clear about it. It is very important to understand the meaning of the verbs like illustrate, explain, discuss, evaluate, justify, assess. You should know the meaning. Who will tell you? Maybe ChatGPT or my examinable verb video available on Wifi's YouTube channel will explain you what exactly these verb means. Plus, once you understand the difference between verbs, like what is the difference between state and explain? So state and explain. The key difference is in explain, we go into more detail. In explain, we explain why we are mentioning this. The word why is important. Remember why we are writing about this. The question says, for example, the question says, state the advantages of NPV. And the next question says, explain the advantage of NPV. Are both the same? No. State, explain has a difference. When the question says, state it, you mention the advantage without telling the reason why this is an advantage. But when it comes to explain, you have to mention it that why is this is an advantage of NPV. NPV is a cash-based technique, okay, which is useful for shareholders. This is an advantage. Now, why it is useful for shareholders? In state, you have mentioned it, but in explain, you will mention it is useful because shareholders believe in value creation and cash is something that is closely connected with value creation, less subject to manipulation. So in state, it's a basic level of reasoning. In explain, you are getting into more details to explain it. Got it? Understood? Plus. So work will teach you in how much detail you have to go into. Plus, in one question, look for additional requirements by the word and. There is one question, but the word and is there. And is there. Like explain the advantages of NPV and discuss which technique is better out of all the techniques mentioned above in the scenario. Okay, so you will mention advantages separately, and then you will discuss which among all, like payback, NPV, IRR, ARR, which is the better one. So look for extra requirement, because word and gives you the clarity. Okay, this is what I have to answer as well, because your marks allotment is based on that. If it is a 10-mark requirement, 6-mark requirement, so you can never grab those 6 marks writing just the advantages. Yes, you need to add the other part, the other aspect. And what is that aspect? Which is the better one among all? Okay, 36 minutes. Already discussed a lot about time management, easy OTs, sorry, easy CRQs first. For calculations, FM student, spreadsheet is strength for you. People are afraid of a spreadsheet. You are completely mistaken, to be honest. Completely mistaken. Spreadsheet should be a source of comparative advantage, because spreadsheet functionality is so strong that you can copy paste the stuff. When I solve an NPV question, I make sure people learn this one cell of year one, where I work out revenue, variable cost, fixed cost, taxable cash flow, tax payments. I structure the solution in such a way that all these I can do in one cell, and the rest is control C and control V year 2, control V year 3, control V year 4, control V year 5. Khalas. Everything you can copy paste and save your so precious time, that can help you in time management. Management improvement, one way spreadsheet. You're lucky. In our days, we never used to have spreadsheet. We used to use calculator for each stupid working. Still, the pass rates are not getting good. We used to clear in our first attempt. So, my friends, use this to your advantage. This should be your strength, the use of spreadsheet. If you don't know, learn it. I have explained a lot how to use spreadsheet in the best possible way. Then comes the last point, simple English. See, the word is simple English. It's not a language paper. It's not an English language paper. Simple English is what is required. Clear, easily readable, khalas. Go home, chill. Structure your answer very clearly on your word processor. Like if they say advantages, you can put a heading of advantages, write advantages in form of paragraph, like advantage 1 in one paragraph, advantage 2 in second paragraph, advantage 3 in third paragraph. If there is another requirement added into this, like discuss the best one, so you can put another heading, best one. And under this best one heading, in write in paragraph which is the best technique. This is my object number 1. This is my object number 2. The reading of the answer will quickly see, oh, object 1 answered, object 2 answered. Perfect. At least the first impression on the examiner will be a good impression. No matter what trap you have written inside. At least one thing examiner will be clear about, that I have asked about 2 elements. I can see 2 elements as headings. Khalas. Sometimes good impression also helps you to pass. Sometimes. One tips for section C. Now, how to study for the next 45 days. Maybe 45 days. Okay. So your exam is 6th of March. No, 5th of March. 5th of March. 5th of March. So what to do? Very simple. You have to target the practice of section A B, C, all three? How? What should be the plan? First of all, minimum 4 hours of study time you have to allot from tomorrow. Come on. This is very crucial. Minimum 4 hours. Minimum 4 hours. Minimum 4 hours you have to spend each day on your coverage for the next 45 days. First of all, tell me, is this possible? If it is possible, then I will share the plan. Let's see. What are the responses in the chat box? Just one yes. I'm not asking about your work timings. I need 4 hours in a day. How can you achieve it? Maybe 2 hours before you go to the workplace in the morning, 2 hours once you come back. 4 hours done. There are so many ways. When there is a will, there is a way. 4 hours. 2 hours before going to the workplace, 2 hours after coming from there. Now, in those 4 hours, you have to do what exactly you have to do? 2 hours of 2 hours of minimum practice, 2 hours of revising or further improving the concepts. It depends you are taking my recent batch or not. I don't know. Even if you are doing self study, then improving those areas, the weak areas. If you're taking my batch, watching the conceptual content in relation to those weaker areas. Maybe at night before you sleep, watch the lectures. Which area? The one you are not good at, like risk management, like business valuation, like working capital, you're not good at. Focus on those. Watch the lectures, concept based lectures, improve the lectures, improve your understanding. Next in the morning, when you wake up, you're more fresh, the mind is working at its peak. Before you go to the workplace, solve questions in relation to that particular area. Okay, which question? Section A, B, C. What should be done? In management should be kept in your mind. Like every CRQ question, allotted time is 36 minutes. Every section B question, allotted time is 18 minutes. Every section A question, 3.6 minutes. But for section A, there is an exception. Always solve 15 OTs every time you solve section A. Create a batch of 15 OTs every time. Why? This is $1 million tip. Every time select 15 OTs. Your batch size every time should be a 15 OTs and give yourself 54 minutes. If you are able to do this on a regular basis, opting for 15 OTs each day for 54 minutes, you are preparing yourself for exam, number one. Number two, apply the same technique I discussed earlier. That is, in those 15, to ensure you solve those 15 in 54 minutes, what you have to do, select the easy OTs first. Solve those quickly in 3, 4, 5 minutes, and then spend the remaining time on the difficult ones. Ensure you grab minimum 16 marks out of 30. So one set of 15 OTs each day, okay, minimum, with one MTQ each day of 10 marks makes 18 minutes, and one CRQ minimum each day of that particular area in 36 minutes, which means you are in total using 108 minutes for the practice each day. 15 section A OTs, time management. Every question should be time bound. One section B question, look at the watch, 18 minutes. Same strategy apply in that. Easy OTs first, then the difficult ones. Try to ensure you solve this in 18 minutes, plus make sure you grab 6 marks. CRQ, one CRQ, daily basis. Make sure you solve less than 36 minutes. On top of it, it should at least give you 10 marks. Minimum should be the practice each day, and twice in a week. Lift yourself, maybe on weekends. This remains the same. Increase the quantity of MTQ from 1 to 3. Increase the quantity of CRQ from 1 to 2. One day, twice in a week. Which means if you are able to do this, this means what happens? You will solve 15 OTs, 3 MTQs, 2 CRQs, which means twice in a week you are solving 100 marks and preparing yourself for the exam. You have next 4 weeks ahead. 8 times you can do this. 8 times you will attempt 100 marks. Ninth time on the day of examination, inshallah, you'll be super confident and you will be able to make it within the time frame, all 100 marks, and we'll get just passing 50 for sure, inshallah. Minimum. Are you with me? So, revision of the areas for 2 hours, 2 hours minimum for practice. On a certain day, if you feel like one area you are not good at, spend more on learning and then on practice later on. You can play with that. These 4 hours are just the starting point. You may go to 5, 6, 7 if required, later stages of the month. Like this, you have to practice. Like this, focus on your weaker areas first, learn the materials, do the practice for that particular area. The next topic, same thing. The next topic, same thing. Once you're done with the entire content, then you have to prepare yourself through mocks. Mock 1, Wifi will provide you. Mock 2, Wifi will provide you. Solve those under real exam conditions. Further, will test you, which means 10 things you will be able to solve 100 marks. 800 marks you will solve in the exam situation. There is a very good chance that the real 100 marks when you will appear in the exam will be super good. Plus, understood? Okay. Now, what options do you have? The reset bench. Students who end getting under 30, my advice would be, or maybe under 25, my advice would be, don't give in March, give in June, take a proper batch of June 26 with us, learn properly, slowly, separate planner is given, you'll be able to make it. Those students who manage to grab more than 30 and maybe less than 45, you can go with the reset batch. This reset batch will give you the luxury of covering any topic in detail way. I'm not saying completion of the portal is important. Even though the portal is complete, even though the kits are there, if I say here, going back, I just missed out on one thing. Study hub for section A and one kit, any one kit. For MTQ, minimum one kit, either Kaplan BPP. For CRQs, Last 6 years question minimum. Now, in the hot question list that I'll provide later on. Now, on my portal, the reset student, if those who join for the reset batch, they will get complete study hub section A OT solution, both kits Kaplan BBB solution. For section B, they will get both kits solution. For section C, last 6 years, not only last 6 years, last 15 years past paper coverage you will find on the portal. But you have to do selective ones, as I mentioned here. So what I'm saying here, the recent batch has complete coverage. You can pick up and choose the topics of your own likings, the one you're not good at, and do those first. Those students who end up getting 45 above and between 45 and 49, revision batch might suit you. You're very near. Don't miss March 26. You can join my revision batch starting from 4th of February. This revision batch will include only the important areas of the syllabus, key areas, more examined areas, where the concepts will be there and the practice solutions will be there, but limited ones. Those who are not interested in taking classes, self-study, watch my free webinars of March 26, December 25. The previous one are available on the portal. This will be a live webinar that I'll conduct. Okay. Now, I want to explain the difference between revision and recent batch to the students. So let's have a quick look. What is the difference by understanding how we teach at Wi-Fi? So the recorded sessions in the recent batch will be 100% everything. In revision batch, important areas. Important means top 25 areas will be covered. Be practice material, their concepts both. In recent batch, you will be able to access the live classes that are still remaining. Yes. But in revision batch, no live class access, but you can only watch the recordings of those live classes. E-notes available in both. Mock exam available in both. Grand revision available in both. Teaching assistant available in both. Now, what is the TTA model? Test yourself questions, based, are part of reset but not of revision. Testing application, the other T, is available to both. Okay. Assignments. A. Assignment is available to the reset student. You will get the assignments. You can submit and get it checked by us. Maybe 3, maybe 4, maybe 5. So minimum 3, max 6 assignments you can request us to check. Okay. Revision batch will not include such. Okay. Revision batch will not include this. So mocks are part of both. Mock feedback is part of both. Grand revision is part of both in the last month. And I think that's pretty much clear to all of you now. So it's up to you. We've already mentioned the criteria for the selection of the batches. I hope this is clear to all of you. Now, those students who are ready to enroll in the recent batch, you can contact the support team at this number. The support team at this number. Okay. People can join my FM global group, free global groups for further support, as there is a global community there. Or you can contact me at this number as well, my own number. As I'm the principal, so you can take any guidance, help, suggestion, feedback, whatever help you need, you can contact me at this number. Okay, everyone? Done? All right. So decide and quickly decide. You still have time. You can do it. March 26 is waiting for you. Be positive, energetic, and you'll be able to make it. No need to be demotivated. Whatever help you need, feel free to contact me and the Wi-Fi team. Yes, guys, any questions? And you need to ask here at the end before I end the session. Okay. So, guys, how was the session overall? Useful, informative? Did you learn the techniques, the tricks that I've discussed? Yes or no? I think all these things that I've mentioned today are practical ways of passing the exam. Come on, where are you? No feedbacks in the chat box. Was it worth it? Useful? Yes or no? The fresh students can also follow this plan. And the 45 days plan that I shared will be massively useful for you. Enjoyed it, everyone? No. The assignment that you did pass previously, obviously you won't be able to submit those. Okay, and don't do this. All right. So thank you very much. I hope you liked the session. I hope it was very informative for you people. The research student planning to rejoin, trust me, let's work together. You will inshallah make it in March 26. But if you are not super confident, wait, hold. June 26, you can even attempt as well. Thank you very much. See you all in the upcoming live class next week. The research student planner is separately given. The guidance session is also available on the portal. So all students who have already part of the reset batch or will join, watch the guidance session for you, especially on the portal with your special planner also available there. Thank you very much. Stay blessed. Take care.